everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am having chatting video about depressional thoughts. And yeah, I say depressional thoughts because, or like maybe depressional feeling, because I wouldn't like actually put it as depression. Like, the thing is with depression is a medical term, and it is about that you have it for a long time, like saying, oh, I feel depressed today. Yeah, you can have like the feeling of depression and the thought of the depression like for one day, but it doesn't like is a depression if it isn't during a longer period of time. So yeah, and I have had like, okay, now it's a medical term, and it's not a doctor who has said that you have depression. To me, it's more like I have put that label on it, because like I have had that feeling for a long time. And also, like, when someone say that they feel depressed today, like, I'm not sure that they actually do know what depression is, because depression isn't like, okay, like when it comes to feelings and so on, it's different from different people. So I can't say that, oh, that isn't depression, because for some person it might be, and maybe some doctor would say that that is depression. But being upset or sad in itself isn't depression. It's a feel like you don't care, that you don't feel so much, like every feeling is a bit numb and you can't really feel anything, and you really don't care about anything because you don't feel to do anything, and you have very low energy, and it's hard to get up on the morning. And yeah, the reason why I thought that I might take this chatty video, because I have felt more depressed lately. Like, it isn't a depression because it hasn't been such a long time, and it isn't as intensive as I have been having it. Like, I have had really intensive depression before, or I don't know if they are. Yeah, they are intense. Like, that's the thing with me. Like, I normally, when it comes to myself, I like saying everything as they are, less than they are. And that is kind of like when I want to talk about something, I want to say it as it isn't as a big problem as it is. And I don't take myself and my problems so serious. That is really one big thing about me, that I really like make my own problems and my own situations as less problematic as it is. Like, when I moved into this apartment, I thought that I will be able to live here for a long time, and I'm not. The one who have the apartment, need to have it herself, and my feeling towards it is that I am more sorry for her than I am for myself, because I think that she and her boyfriend isn't a couple anymore, and that is why, and I feel sorry for her about that, and I feel more sorry about her for that than for myself. But in reality, I am the one without some place to sleep. Or the thing is, like, I don't really have nowhere to sleep because I have friends and so. But yeah, my living situation is a bit rocky, like, and but in some way I do feel more love for her, and that's the thing. Like, yeah, I need to move again, and I put it as like I am maybe stressed about it, but when I talk about it to everyone, I talk about it as it isn't a big thing. Anyway, and yeah, I have like lately have like these depressional thoughts that, or thoughts, feelings. So for some days now, or like over a week, like I have felt like I don't want to get up on the morning. Like I really don't want to get up. I get a bit sad when I wake up because I did wake up. Like, and that is for me like like when you wake up and you don't want to do your day. It's the one thing when you have like this, because sometimes I have this when I wake up in the morning, like I am easy irritated. I'm a bit like angry about that, like I get easy angry on people, and so I have that behavior sometimes during morning, like like now it's very few times, but it happens. And that is kind of totally different, because even then, like, yeah, maybe I don't really want to get up, but I do look forward, like I do want that period of time go away so I can enjoy the day. And sometimes like I wake up and I am still tired and want to like sleep in, but it's more like I am tired and want to sleep in, not like I don't want this day to be. I don't want this day to happen. It's a bit different. Like it is a bit different. I don't know if I can like explain it good, but in my mind and how I feel, it's a lot different. Like a lot different. I haven't really been numb in my feelings, or I haven't been numb in my feelings when it comes to bad feelings, but I do feel like I don't appreciate things as much. Like I really do this conscious choice all the time, like remember to like be grateful, like remember to appreciate this. And I do appreciate stuff still. Like I can appreciate like my plant the other day, like yesterday when I came home, like because I wasn't home during the weekend, and when I come home, my plant was really sad, or sad. I like his expression was very sad, but he was like laying down. Um, when it's when he needs water, he really lays down, and he does look really sad. So I gave him water, and today when I got up, he was standing up again, and I was glad that he was standing up again, and I was really grateful that he like didn't die, because I'm really good at killing plants. So I was grateful for that. And the other day I was grateful for drinking tea. I do feel grateful for like those small things that I used to, but the feeling is less. I feel less glad. I act when I am alone and when I am with people like I feel as glad as I used to. Like some people, I don't really show that I am happy, or like when I feel happy. But for the people that I do show, and for myself, I show up as I am, as happy as usual, but I'm not. I don't feel it inside. And one way to see it is that I kind of lying to those and lying to myself, because I do act as more happy as I am, but I don't really see it as that, because if I don't act as happy, it will like, I think that it kind of will sit harder that I'm not happy, or that I'm not as happy, and I don't want my happiness to like get smaller, to feel less like it does. So I act as it feel more, so I hope that it will feel more again. Although like negative emotions, I do feel as much. And this like last day, I did feel a lot of negative emotions, but I think that is like just coincidence, like not coincidence like that, but I don't think that that has ever anything to do with this depressional feeling. It's more about I was more emotional that day, and stuff came up, and I need to deal with that. But so I don't think really that is the thing. I did like felt this depressional thing. I started to feeling it. It was actually more than 1 week or 1.5, because I started to feeling it because I have one day during the like my menstrual cycle where I am really high, or like I'm really glad and high. Like I do feel high. I haven't taken anything, but I do feel very glad, and it's like nothing can make me sad, and I just love everything in my life. And my depressional feeling did start like before that day, and then I had this day, and I did still felt so glad and high, and that feeling didn't numb, and I was so glad, and I really wanted to like hold it. I want that feeling to stay in me, and I did appreciate it a lot. And then the other day, like I was back to feeling more depressed again, and now I get sad here. Yeah, and I feel more like depressed, like this depressional feeling, like it took over again. And it was, for me, like it felt harder than before, because before it was more like, I don't know exactly which day it started, because everything goes gradually, like it's numb gradually. And then I had this day where I like felt so great, and then the day after I didn't want to wake up. And to be fair, like some mornings I do have like I don't and like the contrast to between those 2 days, like the day before I was so glad, I enjoyed the snow so much, and I went out to go and shop, and I saw a horse and kids, and I was so grateful for everything I saw. And the other day I didn't like wanted the day to be there at all. And the thing is like that depressional feeling and the depressional thought, I'm the only one who quits it. The thing is, though, I don't really know how or why it is there. Because that's the thing. I know that my depressional feeling, although like now it's more depressional feeling, other times it's more like real depression. Or it has been real depression. Now it's just depressional feeling, and I'm not sure if it's just depressional feeling or if it will go into depression. I'm not sure. And to be fair, only time will tell, because it depends on how long this is and also about how intensely it is. And the thing is, like, I have like getting through why I have those periods and why I do have depressions and where it comes from, and I have worked a lot through those. And but the thing is, like, when I feel like I have worked through this, like, why does it still come up? That means I haven't done all the work I need to do in those situations, or it's more situations that hasn't coming up yet. And sometimes I just wonder, why am I so messed up? Why can't I just be a normal person who has a normal happy life? But yeah, like, for some reason I have choose this, and I do still choose for some reason to get these patterns, and I don't know why. And yeah, like, now I am a bit sad, and so like if I was in a real depression, I wouldn't really felt sad because I don't care. I know that I have like a bit of a depressing feeling, and so because I am numb in some feelings and I don't want really to wake up, but feeling, I don't feel totally depressed, because then I don't really have sad or any emotions, and I don't care about anything. And I mostly do stuff just because, like, people don't know when I am depressed. Even if I am in a real depression, people don't know at all that I am it, because the only thing that I do really held up is that no one should notice anything. Because when they try to help me, or when I don't want them to help me. I don't want them to feel bad for me. And sometimes, like, I'm a bit afraid also for getting people near me or telling, because if I do affect their emotions badly, I felt more that like the depression gets stronger, and it can also, like, if my depression goes so far that I get suicidal thoughts, that will worsen the suicidal thoughts a lot, because my head is like starting to, you make people feel bad, so you don't have a reason to be here, and use that against it. That's the thing, like you feel so alone, and you feel like you are like the only person who's feeling this, and I know that I'm not. For I know that it is a lot of people who do feel really bad sometimes, and who do feel like they have a lot of, or like, no feelings. And I think that depression do come a bit from that you have so much emotions that your body or brain or whatever can't handle all. They can't process all. It gets too much, so that they like shut down. But if it is like that, I don't really get it, how my, like, this depression I'm feeling does numb my happy feelings and things that I usually am glad about, but it doesn't really affect the bad ones. For some reason, if it like should choose one, and it is for like protecting you, it should choose the bad ones. Although it might be that they want you to like take care of the bad ones, and if you do like take care of the bad ones, and you can take care of the bad ones if you still feel the bad feelings, or what, like, you can take care of why you get this if you feel the bad feelings, but it won't, you can't really get to the root with the good feelings. And they don't want you to get too lost in the good feelings. Although I have like right now no clue, I'm just talking what my head is like telling me. And sometimes my head has completely right, and sometimes my head hasn't right. My gut feeling has always right, and my head has right some of the times, and some of the times not. But yeah, many people think that they are so alone, and that they are the only one. Like when you are in a bad mood, or when they are in a period where everything isn't great, they think that they are the only one who feels like that. And they aren't. Like, it's many people in this planet who doesn't feel good, and especially during this time. I really think like after this, like this epidemic in the world, people will feel a lot more better, because like they have getting off negative things and reflect more. But it will take some time before we get there. I don't know how much time, maybe it isn't a long time at all, but yeah, people do feel alone and alone in their emotions, but they aren't alone in their emotions because many people do feel alone. So just because, so they aren't alone with that feeling, and a lot of other things, like it exists so many people on this planet, so at least one do feel exactly the same. That is what I believe anyway. But yeah, I think this will include no, I think this will end this video with um, I hope you guys have a really nice day and that you take care of yourself. I see you in the next video.